Hey, fellow theme park fans, Anglin the Homegrown Tourist here. We did a little bit of a live stream on my other channel, which ended up me talking about Halloween Horror Nights, the pros, the cons, the good stuff, the bad stuff. I hope you enjoy it. Kick back, relax, and here we go. Hey, true believers, Anglin here with, I don't know, what the hell are we talking about today? We got a lot of stuff, and whatever you guys want to talk about, seriously. I was just talking about a cosplayer I saw, and she called herself Afro Puff Chun-Li. And it's this one right here. This was just something I was looking up while I was looking for things to talk about. And I got to say, I like it. I like it. I think it's
I approve
kind of cute.
This cosplay.
Yeah, if you've got an afro instead of the hair you could put up in a bun and everything, that's the way to go about it, I think. That's pretty cool. I'm here with Sergeant Bats. And
hey.
Well, that's when you say hello or something. Yep. And the real Dr. Venkman, but he seems to be out for the moment. Yeah. So I don't know what's going on with that. So what has been going on with you? What's the story on your end?
Came back from a 10-day vacation where I went to LA Comic Con and then following weekend he had his wedding, and yeah, that was pretty much it. And then I came back and I start my new job tomorrow, and
what's the new job?
Yeah, living life there. I don't want to dox my
that sounds more. Oh, okay, yeah, it's fine. My exciting job took me to the Halloween Horror Nights. I tweeted about it quite a bit that night, and I have doxed myself left, right, and upside down. Hey, Maverick, how you doing? How's it going? Pretty.
Yeah, that reminds me. I went to Knott's Berry Farm.
Yeah.
Halloween thing. I'm thinking about you. I was like,
cool.
I see why Anglin is
weird.
Always going to theme parks. I should start going to more
Damn
theme
straight.
parks.
I love my theme parks, man. Born and raised in Orlando, I dig my theme parks. And in this one, Dr. Venkman actually asked me to go and describe the Ghostbuster house, the whole 9 yards. They won't let me to film through it. What horror attraction did I enjoy? I love the Ghostbusters house. They really nailed it. It wasn't a scary house. They just kind of walk you through the movie, but the scenes were set up well. My favorite part, as much as I like the Stay Puft and all that, was they actually had lights and everything set up to make it look like Ray and Venkman were capturing Slimer.
That's
and
cool.
It really looked good with the sparks, the sound effects, the whole 9 yards. I like the way they did up that one. As far as the scary
you're
houses,
breaking up really bad.
Serious?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
No,
You were roboting earlier when I came in.
Oh, I do
probably
have
me
like
then.
100 screens open here right now. Let me close up at least half of them. But there wasn't a whole bunch of actual frightening ones. There was one that was supposedly you're on a submarine and it gets attacked by fishmen, and they're tearing people apart left and right. And I thought that one was done very well. The worst of them was Us. It's a spook house based on the movie Us. And the big problem with that is when you're watching the movie, it's an existential horror film about identity. And you could get into it. It's a good movie. It's deeper than what a horror film should be. And I appreciate that. But if you're doing a haunted house about it, you can't get that across. So all it really becomes is, oh my God, black people.
See,
it doesn't fit as a haunted house at a place like Universal there, because like guys, what are you really trying to say here?
if you want to do an underwater horror thing, have it so the water's like cloudy, and then have a robotic or thing like prop that's coming and bang against the skeleton zombie, bang against the glass. That was scary.
They had
the horror
like that.
One of the haunted houses I went into, it was like a a haunted pirate ship thing, and there's like at this middle point of the haunted house where like there was these fog machines going through, but they ran these lasers from like every corner of the room, so it made it look like you're underwater. Now, I was very impressed by that simple trick.
Yeah, they did that at Universal a couple of years ago, where you're on a ship in the bayou and it was sinking. So they did that, and actually they do that on the Little Mermaid ride at Disney. There were some good things. I like the Killer Clown House. That managed to be a little bit. They had a good amount of characters that jumped out and would scare.
We watched a movie just the day before you went there. It was hilarious.
Oh yeah, the killer. Yeah, I know. It was a lot of fun. It starts off with "I'm gonna knock your block off," you know, and it starts off with that one. The one time I went with my daughter. My daughter works there. She got me in for free. The one time though that they really got me. See, I go and I look around and I like to watch I like to look at the houses for the technicality of it. You know, the way they do the sets, the costumes, the makeup. I really just enjoy that. It's amazing the stuff they can do out there. And there was just this one set. I was like, wow, that is really good. I'm just kind of staring at, and I kind of stopped the line. So usually you have somebody go, hey, hurry up, you know, that kind of thing. But what I didn't see was there was a big vampire guy who was leaning out his window because he jumps out at people, and he did his thing, but there I am just kind of standing. I'm not paying attention. I didn't even see him. Like, he's like right here, and he just kind of holds. My daughter's watching this unfold because I'm like, oh wow, and here's this guy, and he's just looming right over me. So I have no idea because I'm like focused here. And then Ashley goes, Dad, move. And I turn and I look up. There's this big guy. And it was so freaking embarrassing. Like my feet were still going forward, but my body decided it wanted to go in the opposite direction. Dude. Yeah, I slid inside my shoes. I never thought that was possible. But
my favorite part is when you open up the Porta-John and you get sprayed.
Oh yeah, I do have that as I'm going to put this on my Homegrown Tourist channel, but there was a bit where they've got these porta potties and it's in Zombieland. So Ashley goes, you know, you can open them. I said, really? Okay, well, you know, because I guess you could see a zombie popping around, and I'm filming it. And I opened the middle one, and water, God, I hope it was water, sprays out at me. And because there's a zombie laying on the toilet, and the water comes from their crotch. And like, great. So I sent a tweet, you know, zombie pissed on me. It was fun as heck. Yeah, it was a little bit embarrassing. But you know what? I dig that, man. Come on. I can take it. If it makes my daughter laugh, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Well, that's the one thing I hate. I hate getting sprayed or wet at all my clothes. I don't like getting water all over my. So unless I plan for that, I don't want to get like where I'm walking around with my jeans have a spot where I got sprayed in the water in the crotch.
Yeah, there's this ride at Knott's Berry Farm where you're like in like you go down like, you know, like a river, and you're like in a big tube, and
it's Flume Ride. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called, and I know I really like this ride, and my buddy was like, "Oh yeah, they completely rebuilt the ride," and I was like, "Yeah, it's like 8 o'clock at night, and I'm not trying to get wet at 8 o'clock at night and have to be like, and the park closes at 1 in the morning, and then we have a 2-hour drive home. I'm not trying to be wet in like the middle of the night. Like, if we came in the middle of the day, I'm totally down. But nah, I'm not trying to get wet at night."
Well, we had for the most screen accurate, I would have to go with the Killer Clowns. Now, Ghostbusters was done very well, but a couple of things like you walked through the firehouse into the hotel, which I understand. Okay, they get the firehouse, they make the call, and then they go fight Slimer. But the Killer Clowns was absolutely like walking through the movie, and so I got to say that one wins. And I did manage to get me a picture with the boxing clown, and that was a lot of fun. Yeah, the ride we went on, because it's my daughter's favorite, and she was like, "Dad, Men in Black. Dad, Men in Black. Men in Black." So we went on Men in Black. It's kind of a shooting gallery ride, where like, you know, you get your gun, you shoot the aliens, you get a score. I've worked there 15 years, so you're not going to beat me. She even said, I've been practicing. I said, you're not going to beat your old man. You're not going to beat me. And so we're going in, and there's another group. They get in the car, and what it is at a certain point, you're facing each other, and you've got to tee off. Both carts has a target, and it's worth a lot of points. But I don't think the other side knew we were in a contest, because I just kept teeing off, causing them to spin constantly. Every time they would stop, I'd hit them again, and they would spin. So when we got off the ride, one person actually mentioned it. They were like, "That was more spinny than the last time we were here. I don't know why it was." I'm just like, "Yeah, that was me. High five."
What's up, Bianca?
How do you do? But no, it was a good time. A lot of good scares. The one place that I thought was weird, they had a scare zone. A scare zone is like on your way to the haunted houses. They might have people jumping out at you, the whole 9 yards. Well, one of them was made for Rob Zombie. And they had a guy that looked like Rob Zombie. They had a couple of women. They looked like strippers. And then there was this one girl in a white dress that was just meandering. It looked dumb as hell. It really did. I just don't understand what was the point to it. Seriously. But no, there's some good stuff. I don't know if I'd pay $113 to go. That's the price of a ticket now. But
to heal him saying that I should wear a raincoat. Only they get to wear the yellow one from Ghostbusters too.
Oh, there you go. There's a raincoat. Oh yeah, the one in the subway.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. Does that 100 and whatever you said, $130?
113.
113. Does that include like a fast pass?
No.
That's just a general admission.
Yep.
That's rough. Yeah, like not Scary Farm had that. It was $87 at the door or $45 online.
Wow.
So that's like a significant difference.
I mean, 113 isn't that bad if you live there and you're just going for that. Now, if you're traveling, like, say, like 8 states away, just to go there.
Yeah, if the big problem with that is it just the same as they're finding out now at Disney. We did we've been talking about high prices at Disney and such, because when they put in Star Wars, they expected Star Wars fans to pay anything. Now, look, I love going to Galaxy's Edge. It's a lot of fun. The way the cast members interact with you, Millennium Falcon's an awesome ride. The food there is great. The scenery is really cool. I enjoy it, but they really do think that Star Wars fans will spend anything on anything with the name Star Wars on it. And they jack the prices. And usually it would be like, okay, this year the ticket price is $90. So next year it's going to be $95. And the following, it will be maybe $100. This time around, because of Star Wars, they went from $100 to $130. Huge freaking jump there. And that's one of the reasons why it hasn't been doing well financially, I think. Just one of the reasons, not the reason. Anybody says the reason, they're wrong. There's about 1,000 reasons going on.
Is the California one, did they have the Marvel headquarters thing up? Or are they still building that?
They're still building it.
I wonder how much more expensive that's going to be than Galaxy Edge.
I wonder if they're going to do the same thing. But they've got to remember, though, Disney fans and Marvel fans are two different things. It's one of the things that's one of the mistakes they made with Star Wars.
Well, yeah.
They assumed that Disney attractions are Disney fans and Star Wars fans all crossed together. But, you know, what is that? The Venn diagram or something like that? You got to figure out where it matches, and you got to price it accordingly. And it's it's amazing the high prices now. There's a party that goes on at Disney. It's called the Not So Scary Disney. What was it? Not So Scary Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, and it now costs $130. And people are complaining because it's way too crowded, especially for $130. For $130, you want to go, and they used to not let in so many people, so you could hit all the rides. You can make sure you get to the trick-or-treat places, meet all the characters, because they have some villain characters they don't have out during the day ever. So this is your only time to meet them, like Oogie Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas, stuff like that. And now we're getting complaints in the daytime and the nighttime that it's just way too expensive.
I was talking to Rob the other night about how you were able to get to see Ghostbusters within 15-minute wait.
Mm-hmm.
Usually like a 70-minute wait. Those lines. You thought that was pretty. I thought that was pretty cool. The fact you lucked out, because it rained and then everybody left.
Yep.
So,
we got really lucky. Ish. We went in and it was just torrential. The rain was torrential, and we had these little itty bitty Disney umbrellas that would cover us, but it would be like, okay, we're good from the shoulder, and from the head to the shoulders, and but I told Ashley, I said, these umbrellas are going to shred easily. And so we walked into this store. I said, I know how to. We saw these $5 ponchos. I said, I know how to stop the rain. I buy one of these ponchos, the rain stops like that. And Ashley laughs and goes, yeah, that's how it seems to be. I said, no, that's how it's going to be. So I picked up a poncho. She did too. And I went over to buy it. And as soon as she gave me the receipt, the rain dissipated. I said, look out that freaking window. Englentine is always right.
It's because Disney controls the weather.
Yeah.
They got their own little weather machine.
So there you go, gang. What do you think? Have you been? Do you agree? Do you disagree? What were your favorite houses? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to click like, share, subscribe, ring that bell, but make sure your notifications are set on all. If you don't mind helping out the channel, going over to Patreon or to Ko-Fi, the link's in the description below. Drop $1 in the tip jar or even commission a video. That's fun too. I'd like to thank everybody who's already done that, and to everyone, all of the true believers, thank you very, very much for watching.